transfers. So how to initiate a transfer at club level. So I have logged into our league database, and I'm just going to quickly just jump onto another club, just do it alphabetically, another club's database. So when you log in, this is what you will see is your dashboard. And from the list here under members, you go to request a transfer / permit. All right, so I'm requesting a transfer. I know this child has already informed me that they've played at one of our clubs and given me the name of the club, and I have their surname and date of birth. So I ignore all these other fields. The most important is surname and date of birth. So I'm just going to input that now and press select. That's all I do. I know that his first name's Liam and he's primary at Norwood. So I end up going, yep, that's the right child, the correct date of birth, and I press select. Once I press select, I'm come up with a form with all the details and the actual transfer number, and then you just submit it. So once it's submitted, a message then goes through to Norwood, and this player will sit in their transfer list to say that they are an outbound transfer, obviously to Baronia in this case. Then Norwood have 6 calendar days to either deny or approve the transfer. There's only 3 reasons that you can deny a transfer. That is if the player owes you any club fees, if the player still has any equipment or apparel, or in senior circumstances, if the player is under contract. So those are your only 3 reasons for denial. You've got 6 calendar days to approve or deny it. If you just leave it in the system, it gets auto-approved after 6 calendar days. Right, so if I just go back and go through to, I just want to touch, so on next to the child's name that I want to transfer, it said select in blue, which means they have a primary club. If you are searching for the player and there's no select buttons, you can't select them, but they're sitting in the system and it says not primary, just contact me. It just means that something's gone wrong in the system and there's no primary club for that player. It could mean that they've perhaps transferred somewhere and then didn't register into that club, so they're just sitting nowhere. Unfortunately, so we just need to assign them a primary club, and we can only do that at association level. So do contact me in those circumstances. Then I'll just show you a player. I'll just go to Rival quickly. So then just to check your transfer list, you go back to members and list online transfers. And I'll just show you how it sits then with the player. So in this instance, a transfer was requested by Roval from a player that was in Blackburn, and it's been approved by everybody, and it's sitting with the player now. And it says pending. The reason why it's pending is because the player hasn't registered into their new club yet. So once they register into their new club, it will just say Rego form. Then you know the transfer cycle is complete. So once it sits at this level, the player has actually received an email from GameDay that says your transfer has been approved. Please take action. And there will be a link in that email. They have to click on their link, confirm their date of birth, and then it goes straight through to their new club's registration page, and then they have to complete the rego form to complete the transfer cycle, and so that their new club is then their primary club. If for some instance they say, oh, we haven't received an email, and you can see that it's sitting with the player, as a club you can actually go into each transfer, which is what I've done here, and you can resend them the transfer link, as I call it, or the email, by just clicking on the approve button at your club level. So I can see that it's been sent, and I just click on approved, and then I just click submit. And by clicking submit, it resets something in the system, and the system then sends another email to the player to say, your transfer has been approved. Please click on this link to take action. So that is the transfer cycle. As easy as that. And you can keep an eye, obviously, on all your transfers by just going into your online transfer list and have a look to see over here what the overall status is, which is pending, approved, denied, declined, or just awaiting. So just make sure that you are checking your transfers. On your dashboard, when you put in all your committee members, there would be someone that receives all your transfer notifications. So if I go here into Petra and I click this button here, which is transfers and permits, I will be receiving all the emails to my PKO at efnl.org.au, all the emails from any transfers or permits that are requested in and outbound to my club. So if you have someone that's going to manage your transfers, make sure that you've given them that functional responsibility on your dashboard of GameDay. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. If you need any assistance, just let me know. Thank you.